Guys, before we even begin, I need you guys to click on the notification bell and like this video before we begin. Okay. Before we even begin, because I have a lot to say in such a short space of time. So I'm gonna cram a lot of information into this. Before we begin, I need you guys to click on the notification bell and like the video. Okay. Now, before I say anything important, I would like to thank our guys. You know, the South African soccer team, you guys are trying. The South African soccer team is trying their best. Okay. Our soccer team is trying their best. Our soccer team is trying their best. Our athletes in general are trying their best. Our athletes are trying their best, guys. Our athletes are trying their best. You know, congratulations. Bafana, this is how you close off a year. This is how you end a year. You end a year with a win. This is how you end a year. You end a year with a win. Thank you, guys. Thank you for winning against Zimbabwe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. You know, guys, our athletes are really trying. Our athletes are trying. Our athletes are trying. Our athletes are trying. It's the citizens who are weak. It's the citizens of South Africa who are weak. We are just allowing the ANC and, in fact, all these politicians, we are allowing them to destroy our country. We are allowing these old men to destroy our country. So, you know, South Africa's men are just weak, man. You guys are really, really weak. You guys are really weak. You guys are really weak. We are watching these old men destroy our country. South Africa's poverty levels are already at 70% in terms of our citizens. So almost 70% of all citizens in South Africa are living in poverty. That's already happened. Okay, that's already happened. So it's almost at 70% poverty levels. Okay, our people are poor. That's that. We've done nothing about that. Corruption in government, people are stealing our money. We've done nothing about that. And now we are getting assassinated. We've done nothing about that. They're allowing illegal foreigners to do whatever they want in this country, to come and go as they please. And we are not doing anything about that. And this goes for all politicians. We are allowing all of them to just destroy this country. The men of South Africa should have risen up a long time ago. We are, I mean, this is, the men of this country are just useless, man. This would have never happened if Chris Hani was still alive. None of this, everything that's happening today, if Chris Hani and Winnie, all of those guys, Robert Sobukwe, Steve Biko, all of those guys, if they were still in their prime, this would never happen. None of this would happen. None of this, if these people were still in their prime, if these guys were still in their prime, none of this. The citizens of, the men of today, man, we are so useless as men. You are watching men of other countries enter into South Africa and fight to be here, terrorizing your women, trafficking your women all over the country. All over this continent. They are trafficking our women to Nigeria, trafficking our little kids. The Chinese are coming here, opening brothels all over the place. And we are just watching it happen. Even Madiba, in his prime, I'm talking about the fat Mandela, in his prime. The fat Madiba would never allow this nonsense to happen. They would have risen up, these guys. The fat Madiba, I'm talking about the Madiba that was a lawyer during the day and a terrorist at night. Him and Steve Biko, starting the Umkhonto Wesizwe, and then bombing down all these places. If you guys remember back in the day, they were bombing down. And if you could do your research, these guys were not tolerating nonsense. They were bombing things down. They would never tolerate nonsense. The men of South Africa are weak. There is a pandemic of weak men in this country. We have a weak man pandemic in South Africa. It's a bunch of men who are not fighting to provide for their families. They are not fighting to keep their streets safe. It's a bunch of weak men. Even the white men are weak. Even the white men of South Africa, a bunch of weak white men. The DA gave your votes to the ANC. They sold your votes to the ANC. That's what happened, and they called it a GNU. The ANC is still in power today specifically because the DA sold their votes. The DA is keeping the ANC in power. Okay. That's why the ANC is still in power. It's because of the DA exclusively. Okay. That you voted for the DA and the DA just gave your votes to the ANC. And you guys are okay with it. It's like the white population is just okay with it. Our white brothers and sisters are just okay with it. You guys did not protest. You guys did not, you didn't take to the streets and doi. You didn't go to Helen Zille and beat her up. You didn't beat anybody up. You guys were just okay with it. It's weird, man. You guys are weird. You are too you are too nice while your country is burning down. Okay. You guys didn't even go complain, in the US. You didn't even go to Donald Trump and complain. You didn't write Donald Trump a letter and complain, an open letter or something like that, and just go send Donald Trump a DM on Instagram and complain. Send him a DM on Instagram and complain. Your votes were given to the ANC. I'm telling you, Eugene Teleblanche would have never been okay with this. Okay. Teleblanche would have never been okay with this. Him and his horses. They would have taken to the streets. They would have burnt things. They would never be okay with this. Right? I'm telling you, the men of this country, man, we have a weak man pandemic in South Africa. Men who are not fighting to build a better life for their kids, for their families. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to play these videos, guys. See, what happened yesterday was that our South African National Defence Force, it caught these foreigners red-handed trying to enter our country. 1,174 of them were caught red-handed. They were caught red-handed entering South Africa. Now, I want you to think about this. If 1,000 foreigners could enter into this country in one day, how many foreigners do you guys think are entering into South Africa per month? If in one day, 1,000 of them could just walk into South Africa like it's nothing, I'm going to play this video. And then after this, I'm going to play another video. Guys, these are just short clips. These are just short clips, right? These are just short clips. Okay, then I'm going to play. Here we go.
Landela umama sisi niyalia ndithi. Landela umama sisi niyalia ndithi. Landela umama sisi niyalia ndithi.
These people are entering into South Africa by the thousands, right? Obviously, some of them are bringing drugs, some of them are bringing firearms into our country. Some of them are just bringing diseases, Some of them are sex workers coming here with all kinds of diseases, right? These people are bad, okay? These people are bad. And I mean, enough is enough. These people have to go home. You can't call us xenophobic for telling people to go home. I mean, enough is enough. Guys, look, I'm going to play you. This is just a simple example. There's a Zimbabwean guy, and this guy did confirm that he was in Zimbabwe. I'm going to play you the video. This guy did confirm that he's a Zimbabwean. Okay, he comes from Zimbabwe. He said he grew up in Zimbabwe. His father was Zimbabwean. He grew up in Zimbabwe, and then he came here for school, I suppose. Right? He's going to explain it. This is the guy. Look at this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy.
Hey, sabatingin ako, Mr. and Mrs. Sabatingin. As Casey. Yeah! Yeah! Ay po! Ito sa telephone! Mina ngithu yagijimu yangena. Uphamlile ne?
Okay, so this guy was caught red-handed. I'm going to play this again. He was caught red-handed.
Hey, sabatingin ako, Mr. and Mrs. Sabatingin. As Casey. Yeah! Yeah! Ay po! Ito sa telephone!
Okay, so they caught him.
Yeah. That's cool.
Tima, Robona, where son. Support. Which on your phone, man?
Yeah.
Which on your book? Which on your book? Epitor. All right. Tiaruwa, for the Sebeza, yes. Yes. Tiaruwa Sebeza, yes. In your Sebeza? Edi?
Open the foot.
TRU. Sevenza.
TRU.
Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah. That's cool.
Tima.
Like mina angazi ukuthi ngathini tema ngoba ngafunda eZimbabwe ngafunda la eMzansi.
You studied in Zimbabwe
And then ngafunda futhi la eMzansi.
and then you came back this side.
Yeah.
Oh. You got documents, everything.
Yeah.
Document akakuphi?
Okwamanje bathi passport.
Une passport ne?
Yeah.
Or e-sharp? Is it
Hayi
really
right.
cheap, right?
Passport elisha. Passport.
Uyabona ke? Bakhala kokuthiwa xenophobia ukuhamba. Iba inkinga enkulu nto leyo. Uyayibona?
Achama la mefarina.
Wena nusuka lapha yana from that side yabona nizona
Chama la ngimoshile ne mara into le ngiyayigcina.
Yeah.
Angiyayigcina chama ngoba manje ayisangibukise nendlela eright. Singimoshele ilocos background yami.
Yeah, ke mfana. So izaba yenye inkinga. So wena izathi ufuna nje usibonise bangobana benza lento bonke. I-TRU izohamba nawe manje usibonakalisa ukuthi bakupha ababantu i-kingpin ngubani ivulwa kuphi le phone because kuthiwa le phone mos nivulisa la.
Hayi mina sengibachazelile tema mina mangiyitholile umuntu engimdayiselayo useyipho sidlule khona.
Nidlule khona?
Yeah.
Ukuphi nimthola?
Nimthola
TRU?
Asimtholanga.
Animtholanga?
Kodwa sophindela khona manje.
Yeah. Yeah, yabona abantu nibabange.
Like mina angazi.
You know, there are thousands of people like this entering into our country every day. Okay. There are thousands of people like this entering into South Africa every day. Guys, look, in 2026, we are fighting. In 2026, we are fighting. In 2026, we are fighting. In 2026, we are uniting and we are overthrowing this government, this ANC people. We need to build a new country altogether. We need to build a new South Africa altogether. So I'm going to need you guys to think about that entering into the new year. Yeah. I want you guys to pray for South Africa, right? I need you to pray for this country. I need you guys to pray for our country because enough is enough. We need to do something here. We need to pray for South Africa. Okay. We need to pray for South Africa. We need to pray for this country. And we need to take action. 2026, we are not messing around. Okay. Happy New Year, South Africa. May God bless your families. Happy New Year, guys. And please don't get yourself assassinated. Okay. Stay away from the ANC. Don't get yourself assassinated. They want to assassinate all of us. Okay. Be careful. Cheers.